RBB Morning Show, the coach, mentor, marketing, and social media strategist you need each and every morning. RBB, a live morning talk show that gives you the ability to get the coach you need, strategist you wish you could afford, social media manager and strategist, marketing strategist, project manager, certified OBM, VA, business startup strategist, profit strategist, web strategist, email funnel strategist, sales page strategist, PR strategist, time management, mindset, and overall business development strategist. We answer it all. With over 25 years of business experience, both in corporate and small business worlds, we really can answer it all. Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody is having an amazing start to this new, beautiful week. I am trying to go live on Instagram at the same time, and I am having issues here. Maybe I'll just record. I guess I'll just record. So good morning, everybody. I hope everybody is having an amazing start to your day and that this week is going to do what you want and be what you want it to be. This week, we're talking about organizing, automating, getting things done, prioritization, and all of that when it comes to all of the things that you have to do as a business owner. So what's everything that you have to do as a business owner? Well, it's all of the things. We all wear all of the hats all of the time, and sometimes it gets out of control. We all know that. So how do you prioritize, organize, automate so that so much of what we have to do every day is easier? The first thing to do, hire a VA. I mean, that is, I can't speak highly enough of hiring a VA. But how do you know what to give the VA to do? How do you know what you're giving the VA to do is going to give you everything that you need? How do you know who to hire? How do you know what you need done? So let's go back to the basics. We're going to go back to like the start of the basics. First step. Everything that you do every day when you are doing all of the hats, wearing all of the things, is write everything you do down for like 2 weeks, at least a week, but 2 weeks is better. So write everything down. Seriously, write everything down. So everything. And when I say everything, got up, took a shower, got up, cleaned my bathroom, got up. I mean, everything you do, your bathroom, your kitchen, vacuuming, dusting, everything, write it all down. Called so-and-so client, emailed so-and-so client, spent 20 minutes in my email box dealing with emails, spent 50 minutes on Facebook trying to find leads, spent whatever it is that you're doing, write it down and write everything down for 2 weeks. The reason why I say 2 weeks is because you're going to forget to write things down. You need to make sure that you're getting consistent in writing those things down. Then, and I am telling you to write them down, not type them, because this is where the process gets a little funky if you type them out and do something with them. You need to make sure that you then are going to go through the list and go, ooh, I like doing that. Ooh, I hate doing that. I wish I didn't have to do that. Everything that you don't want to do, put in a list. Don't want to do. Everything you hate doing, put in a list. Everything that you absolutely love doing, put in a list. Things that you know you have to do and you can't give to anybody else, put that in a list. So you've broken your list up, and I just start highlighting things, different colors. I color code it all and go through and go, ooh, hate, love, gotta do, wish I could do. And I highlight all of the personal things, cleaning my bathroom, dusting, all of that in a different color. First thing, take off your plate. Hire a housekeeper, hire somebody to do your laundry, that is going to be and while it's not a business expense or something directly related to getting something done for your business, it is absolutely related to your business because that will free up time so that you can work in your business more. And it's one of the cheaper things to hire. It is actually cheaper to hire that than to hire a quality VA. Now, you can find VAs in the Philippines and stuff for $3-5 an hour. And some of them are very good. So I'm not saying that some of them won't be good, but keep in mind as an American business owner, And I don't think we have anybody watching outside of the US. If we do, I stand corrected, but it's difficult if you're going to have that VA do anything that's client facing, client communication, your social media, any of those things. One, there's a security issue with your social media. Instagram will flag somebody logging in from outside of the US. So Instagram is going to flag somebody that isn't at your home, at your current IP address. So US is one thing, outside of the US is a completely other thing. And we know of at least 3 or 4 clients, not our clients, but other people's clients, who have gotten their Instagram locked because of too many login attempts outside of the US, and they had a VA like in the Philippines or Thailand or something. So that is now really a concern when it comes to your social media. Facebook also notices that if somebody's having to log into your personal account to help you with things, they will notice somebody outside of the US doing that. And it's more than just the little goofy code they want you to put in. It's losing access to your account. So this is a big deal. When they're doing client communications, things like that, they don't, even if they speak English very well, it's not their first language. So things that they're going to say, the way they phrase things is going to be very different. If you want somebody to sound like you, look like you, and be more culturally appropriate, you need to hire somebody in the US, which means hiring a quality VA. This is not something that you should be hiring the cheapest person you can find. If you can't afford somebody who's going to do well for your business, and if they're client facing, I mean, there are things that we all do that somebody outside the US could absolutely do. Anybody could do. Even speaking English is not a need. But there are a lot of things that most of us would hire a VA for. Silas, stop itching. We do need to be careful of how you hire and who you hire for those things. So keep those in mind. But the first cheapest thing is to hire out your household stuff. Hire somebody to do your grocery shopping. Use Instacart. I have a woman locally who doesn't do Instacart. She's actually cheaper than Instacart and an amazing shopper. I can send her money via an app in my grocery list and also my takeout list if I want Chinese or whatever. And she will go do all of that and bring it all to me. She picks out amazing produce. I love her. I adore her. So find somebody like that, because she will also stop here first and take my laundry and go drop it off at the dry cleaners for me. All of those things. She would, I think if I asked, she'd probably be willing to go do my laundry for me. She's amazing. So find somebody like that, a gopher person, because she will pick up things that have to be shipped and go ship them for me and do all of those things. It's huge help when you own your business to have somebody that does those things. And when they're doing those things, they are a business expense. Grocery shopping, not, but your shipping, going out and picking up business cards for me. And I live like a half hour from everything or an hour away from a major city. And she'll go do all of that. That's a second set of hands, and it's a huge luxury. But my fee on top of doing whatever she's doing is $25. Even when she's driving an hour away, $25 plus what I was going to already spend is so much cheaper than hiring a VA to do things. That's only an hour worth of paying a VA, or 3 hours of not having to grocery shop and go do laundry and all of those things. That's a huge deal to me. And that puts time back on my plate. Remember back when one of Gina isms is buying back your time. And it comes to when you're writing this list and doing your proposal and prioritizing out everything that you need to do, you need to buy back time in order to get all of the things done. Because the reality is, especially when you're first starting out, you can't afford to have a VA enough time to actually do anything. So get things off of your plate, buy back your time by hiring a housekeeper, hiring somebody to do your grocery shopping, Instacarting, DoorDash for delivering food so you're not making dinner. All of those things are much cheaper than hiring a VA at first. But when you've done that list and you've written everything down and you went, oh, I love this. Oh, I hate doing this. Oh, I never have time to get this done. Here are some things I wished I got done and I never get to. Write all of those things down, because you very well could hire somebody to do those things so that you could be working on client work, which means your billable time is higher. which means you can afford to pay them. I always, when I'm sitting down to do my monthly budget, and yes, I redo my budget monthly, I look at, okay, these are the things that I have. This is what I have coming in with my clients. This is what I have going out to anybody I'm going to delegate something to. How many client hours do I have to work to delegate these tasks? And I will tell you that a VA earns a decent amount less than I do. And for every 2 hours I work, I'm paying that. So for every hour I work, I'm paying for 2 hours worth of VA. I didn't say that right. So for every hour I work, I've got 2 hours worth of VA work. So it only takes me an hour of working with a client to take 2 hours of things and give that to a client, to a VA. Now, when I give a VA things that take me 2 hours, it usually takes them an hour to do it, because when I'm doing it and when you're doing it as a business owner, how many times do you get interrupted? How many times do you have to refocus to get that item done? How many times do you have to spend time even trying to get in focus to get that done? And you're doing 9 things in that time. The VA does 1. So all of my VAs, when I hand them something, I think, oh, it'll take 5 hours for them to do. And frequently when they come back, well, that took me an hour. Well, that's awesome. I only had to pay for an hour for things that would have taken me 5 hours to do. So keep that in mind when you are doing your budgets for hiring somebody. You don't necessarily, an hour a day for a VA or even 2 hours a week for a VA could be 4 or 5 hours worth of work that you would have had to do yourself. But if you could turn that 4 or 5 hours into doing client billable work, then you've more than paid for that VA. Get out of the mindset that I can't afford it, because if you are bringing in a steady income and you have too much to do, you have to figure out how to do something and how to get somebody else in to help you. Otherwise, you are not going to scale your business and you are not going to grow. You are going to burn out. And getting somebody in to help you organize, automate, prioritize is huge. Hiring somebody to come in and set up automations in your Dubsado, which I'm a huge Dubsado lover, love Dubsado. And you think, oh, that's $2,500 to hire that person. But once they do it all, every client you onboard from now on, the workflows are done, everything is done. So something that used to take you 2 hours to do now takes you to 5 minutes. You have to think long-term and strategically with single thing you're going to do with your business. You can't be thinking and blocking yourself from scaling and succeeding. The minute you do that is the minute you burn out. Every time that you put a roadblock up of, I can't afford that. There's no way I could hire somebody to do that. There's no way. I mean, there are VAs that will work an hour or 2 a month for you if that's all you need to take that 3 to 5 hours worth of things off of your plate. Just an hour or 2 a month. If that's all you need, there are VAs that are more than willing to do that. And if you hire a talented, well-trained, and it becomes more economic when you do that, when you hire somebody that's more well-trained. I mean, I can hire somebody in the Philippines and they can do the work for me, and then I've got to follow behind them and redo it. That didn't do me any good, because now I've paid somebody $5 an hour for 3 hours worth of work. And now I have to spend 2 hours fixing everything so that it meets the standards that I need for my clients. What good did that do me? That did me no good. Now, the same 3 hours worth of things that I hand off to somebody who knows what they're doing, who is very talented, very qualified, takes them an hour. It's done. I never have to touch it again. You really need to get out of the mindset, the scarcity, and it comes down to the scarcity mindset. Or control. I've worked with clients that have so much control on their business or want so much control on every single task that I can't get the things done that I need to do to supply their services for them. And then the relationship is not a good relationship. You have to, as a business owner, unless you're going to stay at a very comfortable point and not overwhelming yourself constantly with what you do, you're going to burn out if you don't relinquish control and stop worrying about where every dime and how you're going to come up with every dime. Because again, 3 hours worth of your time, 5 hours worth of your time, you only have to pay somebody an hour to do that 99% of the time if you hire somebody well qualified. So This week, it's all going to be about optimization, organization, prioritization, and we're going to go through how to do that in each area of your business, talking about content. We've talked about writing awesome content, but how do you organize enough to get that content done? About setting up automations for onboarding and what an onboarding a client really looks like. Organizing your time and getting things done using things like Trello and ClickUp and Asana and all of and your notes app on your phone. I'm going to give you some really great tips this week to get organized, to create that automation and prioritization in your business so you can get it all done. Have a great day, everybody. Remember to rise, become, and be. And it's Monday. How are you going to step into this week and have just an amazing week with everything you do? I want to hear about it. Have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye. RBB Morning Show, the coach, mentor, marketing, and social media strategist you need each and every morning.